Welcome back to the channel, everybody. If you're new here, be sure to smash that subscribe button. As I've said in the last video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to do VHT Night Shade on your headlights, taillights, blinkers, and side markers. So the first thing that we're going to want to do here, guys, is get your headlights and taillights or whatever it is that you're going to night shade off of your vehicle like I've done here. The next thing we're going to do is go ahead and get it all cleaned up with this grease and wax remover. As long as it's clean of any dirt, which I've already cleaned all mine of any dirt. So then now we're ready for grease and wax remover. Now that we've got that done, what we want to do next is go ahead and mask off anything that you don't want to night shade. The only thing I'm going to worry about masking off here is the black plastic around my taillights here, which is basically like the trim when it's on the car. And like I said in the last video, I'm going to mask off where my reverse lights go. So now that we've got everything all masked off, it's been cleaned up, we can go ahead and take a tack cloth to everything, and then we'll be able to start shooting our night shade. Alright guys, so now that everything's tack clothed, we're going to go ahead and get our can of nightshade, which has been sitting in a bucket of warm water over here for a while now. It sprays a lot easier when you do this. It sprays a lot smoother and you come out with a way better result if you warm the can up prior to spraying. Now, the one thing you want to remember when you're using this nightshade, guys, is that you want to apply it one coat at a time and do light coats. When you apply a coat, it'll look like it's not very dark, but as it dries, it will darken up. So you want to wait 15 minutes between each coat. I'm going to probably go with 4 to 5 coats and see how well that works out. Make sure you shake the can really well before you start. You also want to make sure that you wear a respirator while doing this. Alright, so we'll let that dry for 15 minutes and then we'll add another coat. Alright guys, so as you just seen, we got 5 coats on the taillights, side markers, and blinkers. And I stopped with 3 coats on the headlights because I think that they're going to be dark enough, especially when it comes to nighttime. We don't want it to be too dark. We want the headlights to still be able to shine so we can see where we're going. We're going to let this stuff cure out for about an hour, and then we'll come back and see exactly what it looks like. Now that everything's completely dry and cured out, you can see we got a little bit of trash in there, and you can also tell that the VHT Night Shade is not exactly as smooth as most people would probably like for it to be. What I'm going to do now is wet sand everything with 1000 grit sandpaper, and then we can apply probably 3 to 4 coats of clear coat. So now that we've got it all wet sanded, we're going to go ahead and get it all cleaned up and dried off. That way we can start our clear coat process. But before I do that, I just want to let you guys know that, for those of you who don't already know, when you're wet sanding all your parts, it's very important that you only go one direction. You don't want to do that swirl motion, because that'll just leave swirl marks in all your parts, and then you'll have to resand it. We're going to go ahead, get everything cleaned up, and start clear coating. Everything's cleaned up, dried off. I've already wiped everything down with a tack cloth. So we're ready to start spraying our clear coat. This is the particular clear coat that I'm going to be going with, because it is sandable and I've just had a lot of good luck with it in the past. Now that we've got all of our clear coat done and it's been cured out for about 2 hours now, we're going to go ahead, wet sand everything nice and smooth, and then polish it out. Okay, so everything's done, all polished out, and I know it probably doesn't look like that the headlights are much different than they were, but I promise you in person they are a lot different. Maybe I should have went 1 or 2 more coats darker, but I think it'll be okay. I really like how everything turned out. Probably not 100%, but it does look pretty darn good. Now you guys know, that's how you VHT Night Shade and clear coat over the Night Shade. So I'm going to go ahead and get my car put back together, guys. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and just like that, we'll catch you guys in the next one.